Alright my friends, welcome back to FrogBoyX1 Gaming. I'm Andrew and today we're going to check out some Alan Wake 2 with path tracing on. But first is what we're going to do is we're going to go over here to gaming in the Adrenaline software, and we are going to enable fluid motion frames. So, and then we're going to go ahead and jump back out of that, and now we're just in the game. We're going to hit enter, so that is going to turn on our frame gen. Because you are going to need that if you want to use path tracing on a game like this. So now let's go into continue. We're going to look at this and we are going to try to get you guys the best overall image quality that we can get. I'm trying to get my tracking perfectly on this screen so that we're getting a good spot for that. Sorry guys, we're gonna have to let it load in. This is the first time I've even put this GPU. So we are on a 7900 XTX, and the purpose of today's video is to kind of teach you guys and show you how to utilize the features in the Adrenaline software to be able to utilize things like path tracing and other features on your GPU. So one of the things though is we are on a 1440p ultra wide monitor, so it's basically 3440 by 1440p, and in order to get this to work you kind of have to do something a little bit weird as soon as the game freaking loads in. I think it's probably running shaders or something, because like I said, this is the first time I've used this GPU on this game. So we're gonna go ahead and get into this, and we're gonna show you guys how to utilize all of these features. Now you're gonna have better luck if you are running them, because I mean, look at my frame rate right now, man. We're at like 147 freaking 150 frames a second on this right now. Let's go ahead and get outside though. I want you guys to see this. You're not gonna be able to get rid of that flicker and stuff. But alright, let's go over here. We're going to go to graphics. We are basically already at 30, so we need to go up to, this is basically 4K. And then, so that there's native right now. We're going to be on FSR2. And then we're going to come down here. We're not going to use no flame, none of that. But all of our settings are going to be set to the highest that you can go, and then we're going to go ahead and enable all of the path tracing, because like I said, like right now at first we're going to be like, this is going to be native in here, which is going to be, you know, like obviously like 30 freaking frames a second, you know, maybe even less once you get out into town. But this here is going to be with the full path tracing. So in order to actually be able to play this, you got to come over to graphics, and you got to come down here and you got to go to ultra freaking performance to get a very high frame rate, which is a lot better. Obviously you're going to lose just a little bit of overall clarity or whatever. It is going to look a little softer for sure, but there you go. Now you have your full path tracing and everything. As you can see, we're at about 130 frames a second, so that means we are right around probably 65 frames or so. So if you want to, you can probably go ahead and crank this up one more to performance, which will give you a little bit more clarity, put you right around the 80 frames, 80, 90 frames a second. That they're enabling full-on freaking ray tracing. And trust me, it looks significantly better if you downsample from like 4K. a lot better actually. Especially in a game like this. And as you walk over this way, kind of see all the ray tracing and stuff right there on the ground. Now this is kind of soft, my friends, but I mean, if you go to native, we could try native and let you guys see what that looks like. So native at 30 frames a second, because it's using AMD's fluid motion frames, so you can see like the screen kind of judder as you turn, because you're right around like 15 frames a second. So you do have to utilize freaking FSR, like you have to. So if we kick that up and then we put this preset on medium, but we keep our ray tracing on high, that should give us even, you know, pretty decent freaking frame rate, that we could play this and actually get decent a decent experience out of being able to use the path tracing and all the ray tracing and all of that stuff in this game. The ray tracing kind of looks okay on certain areas and stuff, but like if you come in here, you know, and you start walking around in here, you get like the sparkly. Oh wait, it's not even that sparkly. I mean, but it is kind of sparkly, but you know what I mean. It's not so bad that like you can't play this game. This technique looks better. Like say you're on a 1080p monitor, this is gonna look even better. Like it'll look even cleaner. But I mean, guys, we're at ultra freaking performance FSR, and we're at 150 frame or 140 frames, utilizing that setting at the medium preset. And this game still looks absolutely freaking phenomenal. Phenomenal. And this here, it kind of gives you more of a representation of what it would be like in the wooded areas and stuff. Those are going to be kind of heavy, you know, but you're still going to be able to play this. It doesn't feel all jittery or anything like that. Like, it feels fairly smooth. So AMD's fluid motion frames can actually be very, very good and provide you a lot more stability, at least clarity, and you see how smooth the screen looks? That's what it's doing for you. It is making it so it's smooth. So when you're playing, it just feels like it looks like a smooth experience. And I mean, like, look at that, dude. You're like 150 frames a second, my friends. Oh, why is my tracking is following her. Oh, it was. No, I want the tracking to stay right there. Oh no, it's gonna try to track that image. Oh, I see. That's what I'm doing wrong. Alright, I'm gonna track her. There we go. Alright, now it will track her. Maybe this will make the... Okay. Huh! Yeah, that should make it a lot more... That should make it a lot more bearable. Should make it a lot better. LOL, I was like freaking tracking whatever. I had it just on one spot and it was just doing whatever it wanted, so that might have ruined this video, guys, up to this point. Yeah, this looks incredible, guys. And this is a game that you can kind of get away with it being a little bit softer. And this is only if you've got to have ray tracing, man. If you don't have to have ray tracing, like, that doesn't matter. Like, none of this matters. Maybe someday Remedy Games will decide that AMD people are worth it. See, in my opinion, this right here makes Saga, makes her hair look more realistic. Whereas on the NVIDIA side with like DLSS, it makes her hair look like super crunchy and stuff. Either way looks fine, honestly, to tell you the truth. But man, I love the density of how this looks. Like, these visuals look very dense when they're being downsampled, and even coming from ultra performance, this looks incredible, my friends. This looks great to my eyes. It looks very, very nice on this monitor. Very nice. I just hope you guys are getting a good image quality for it. Oh man, my tracking didn't want to stay on there. I guess I gotta pay attention to that, guys. I actually have to freaking pay attention to that. That sucks. So yeah, so now let me just show you guys what it looks like if we just go down here and turn completely off the ray tracing. We'll just turn that off, and then we can put this all back on high. It's like they want you to have some medium stuff in there, and then if we go up here, we turn this back to native. That's crazy at native resolution on this game at 4K. There's no way. Is that right? Yeah, look at that, guys. Oh. Gotta make sure everything's on high. Okay, so everything on high without that, we're still over 100 frames a second, man. See, this is what I'm saying, and this is why I say, like, if you have an AMD GPU, you can use these features. You can utilize ray tracing, you can utilize all of that stuff and still get a good frame rate, guys, and you don't lose a lot of image quality. It still looks incredible. So, alright my friends, if you guys like this content, don't forget to like and subscribe. I will see you guys in the next one.